Shocking revelation. Park Shin-hye's silent struggles, the price of fame, the burden of expectations, and her journey toward healing. From child star to global icon, the heavy crown of early fame. Park Shin-hye's journey into stardom began at an age when most kids were still finding themselves. Her breakout performance in Stairway to Heaven, 2003, didn't just make her recognizable, it made her unforgettable. Almost overnight, the nation embraced her as the next big star, the child actress destined to rule K-drama. But what many forget is the hidden sacrifice. Her childhood was consumed by the industry. While her peers laughed through adolescence, Shin-hye's days were filled with script rehearsals, emotional crying scenes, and endless camera takes that demanded perfection. The golden cage of being the nation's little sister. In South Korea, titles are powerful. Park Shin-hye was dubbed the nation's little sister, a label meant to honor her, but in truth, it became a prison. With this title came an impossible standard. She had to be innocent but charming, mature enough to act with leading men, but never too daring, approachable to fans, yet untouchable in her personal life. This duality created what psychologists call the paradox of idolization, loved by millions, yet trapped by their expectations. Dating rumors? Unacceptable. Partying with friends? Scandalous. Even wearing a sleeveless dress was dissected by tabloids. What appeared to be admiration was actually suffocation. The golden cage was beautiful, but it locked away her freedom to simply live as herself. The endless storm of dating rumors, a blessing or a curse. If there is one thing Park Shin-hye could never escape, it was the whirlwind of romantic rumors. Her natural chemistry with co-stars often blurred the line between acting and reality. Fans, desperate for a fairy tale, spun stories that the love on screen must be real. 1. Lee Min-ho, The Heirs, 2013. Their royal romance in the drama exploded globally. Fans spotted matching couple items, and tabloids hounded them across airports. For years, rumors persisted, but both denied them. 2. Young Young-hwa, Your Beautiful/Heartstrings. Their close friendship was endlessly romanticized. Netizens dissected every smile, every off-screen moment, interpreting friendship as love. 3. Kim Rae-won Doctors, 2016. Their sizzling chemistry reignited speculation. But the age gap fueled criticism, creating fresh stress for Shin-hye. To fans, these rumors were fun. But to her, they were suffocating. They stripped her of normal friendships, made her cautious of simple gestures, and forced her to retreat emotionally. She once admitted in an interview, "It became difficult to even share a meal with colleagues. I worried about how it would be twisted." The rumors gave her visibility, but at the cost of peace of mind. The emotional toll, loneliness behind the glamour. Behind the glitz of red carpets and glowing smiles was a young woman battling invisible loneliness. Former staff members recall moments when Shin-hye, after hours of smiling for cameras, would sit quietly in the van, tears silently falling. It wasn't one dramatic crisis. It was the accumulation of small, daily battles, exhaustion, lack of privacy, judgmental stares, and never-ending pressure. Industry insiders often note that many actors live in the paradox of fame, surrounded by millions of fans, yet emotionally isolated. For Shin-hye, this paradox was amplified. She was loved as a star, but rarely understood as a person. The brutal reality of industry politics. The Korean entertainment industry is glamorous on the surface, but ruthless behind closed doors. Shin-hye, despite her immense popularity, faced the cutthroat nature of industry politics. Favoritism and agency power. Stars backed by stronger agencies often got preferential treatment. Even with her talent, Shin-hye sometimes had to prove herself twice as hard. Typecasting. She was constantly offered roles of the innocent girl next door, limiting her artistic growth. Every attempt to break type was met with harsh skepticism. Endorsement pressure. She was courted by brands to embody purity and wholesomeness, but this meant she had to hide or censor parts of her real life that didn't fit the mold. Every choice, every project carried political weight. Success wasn't just about acting, it was about navigating an invisible battlefield. The harshness of public opinion, cyberbullying, and criticism. Even as one of Korea's most beloved stars, Shin was not spared from the cruelty of public opinion. Body shaming. During breaks from filming, when her weight fluctuated slightly, she was ridiculed online. Acting criticism. Detractors called her performances too safe or monotone, ignoring the emotional depth she brought to her roles. Fashion policing. From red carpet gowns to casual airport looks, every outfit became a trending topic, praised one day, mocked the next. For celebrities, words cut deeper than knives. Psychologists confirm that online harassment leaves lasting psychological scars, especially for stars living under constant scrutiny. Choi Tae-jun, the anchor in her storm. Amid all the chaos, one person became her safe harbor, Choi Tae-jun. Unlike other high-profile romances, theirs was built in silence, away from flashing cameras. Tae-jun didn't fall in love with the nation's little sister. He fell for Park Shin-hye, the woman. Their relationship was private for years, protected from the circus of rumors. When their romance was finally revealed, fans were surprised but supportive. For once, it wasn't gossip, it was love. With him, Shin found something she had long craved: normalcy, stability, and unconditional support. Global fan reactions, a mirror to the industry. When news of her struggles and personal battles surfaced, global fandom responded in waves. Korea, netizens admitted guilt, reflecting on how harshly they had judged her. International fans, movements like #ProtectShinHye and #WeLoveShinHye trended globally, uniting viewers from Asia, Europe, and the Americas. Fan letters. She reportedly received thousands of letters, some confessing, "We pressured you, without realizing the pain it might cause. We just wanted to see you happy." Her struggles opened up bigger conversations about the way fans, media, and the industry treat celebrities. Comparisons to other stars. A harsh reminder. Park Shin-hye's story does not stand alone. It echoes the tragic journeys of other stars. Sully and Gu Hara, victims of cyberbullying who succumbed to overwhelming pressure. IU and Suzy, icons who openly admitted battling loneliness and anxiety. Song Hye-kyo, a global star who revealed she once fell into depression despite fame. Her survival became symbolic. Where others were crushed, Shin endured. Her story forces the question, how many more must suffer before the industry changes? Final reflection, a tragedy turned testament. The shocking revelation is not just about Park Shin-hye's struggles, it's about the cost of an industry that glorifies perfection but forgets humanity. Her story remains a testament that even under crushing fame, healing is possible. That behind every smile is a story untold. That the strongest love stories are not in dramas, but in real life, where two people quietly choose each other over the chaos. And so, Park Shin-hye's name will not only be remembered for her dramas, but for the courage she displayed in surviving the silent battles of fame.